Hi Facebook family, this is Kim with Fresh Laser Spa coming to you because I had a little bit of technical difficulty earlier today when I posted. If anybody saw, there's about 50 people who saw it before I deleted it because it looked kind of weird and sideways. So figured out how to get rid of that, and now I am, starting over. So anyway, okay, I'm trying to invite people, but I can't do it and like manipulate my hands at the same time. So, okay, had a question. One of my frequently asked questions. This is my third posting on a frequently asked question. And that was, does the fat come back? Excellent question. Everybody asked that. Well, the answer is the fat does not come back, but that is with qualifications. And the fat with, once you're doing doing a laser treatment, it's done with laser assisted ultrasound cavitation. That basically means that the laser breaks up the walls of the fat cell. The fat is squeezed out of the fat cell, and then after that the fat cell is essentially flattened out. It's kind of like the difference between a raisin and a grape. So if you are doing everything you are supposed to be doing in tandem with that particular laser treatment, no, the fat does not come back. It stays gone. It's at a status quo. So that brings me to another point. I was looking at a video, I guess you say, a story on a news story about a lady who did the same kind of thing that I do, and the proprietor was saying that for that particular treatment, that it was good for people who did not want to exercise. If you didn't like to exercise, then get it done, that kind of thing. It made me squirm a little bit, simply because everyone has their own philosophy, but my philosophy is that when you do treatments, laser treatments, it is supposed to be done in tandem, in partnership with a healthy eating routine and exercise. That's basically it. And if it's done within those particular boundaries, then at that point, the results are going to be long lasting. It's going to make the body actually conform to get to where you want it to be quicker and more timely manner. So that brings me to the next thing. Just to kind of go a little bit deeper into the scenario, I believe, it's my personal belief, everyone has their own, but I believe that we as people of communities of color, we as people who may have been born in the 60s and 70s, maybe even 80s, we as people who are, we as women, we a lot of times tend to have, I guess some people would call it generational curses. We tend to have the genetic cards stacked against us a lot of times when it comes to diseases like diabetes, when it comes to diseases like heart disease, when it comes to high blood pressure, when it comes to all of those different kind of ailments. I believe that even though we cannot completely eradicate all of those, we can take a lot of that power within our own control by what we eat, and by actually exercising and becoming healthy and changing our lifestyles. And if that is done, a lot of those things can actually be reversed. That is my honest belief. I can actually say in my family, we have had those kind of ailments and genetic, maybe not even genetic, maybe generational ailments in my own family. Cancer is a big killer in my family. Colon cancer is rampant in my family. I have high cholesterol. So, and just kind of as an aside, this past, no, let's see, last July 5th, I actually had a cholesterol test. It was 304. And if anyone knows anything about cholesterol, that's almost like a walking heart attack. That is terrible. And the doctor said, well, what happened? I was like, oh, 4th of July, I had boudin, I had just a sausage, and I had gumbo, and I had all this kind of great tasting stuff. Well, that was affecting my health. And 6 months later, I made a commitment to exercise. I made a commitment to eating right. 6 months later, it was down to 245, which was great for me, but the doctor was still saying you need to get on medication. I don't want to get on medication. That is my choice. So I decided to step up my commitment. I went on a detox with Dr. Baxter Montgomery's detox in solidarity with my mother. So we're going to see probably within the next month or so if my cholesterol levels have come down. So I honestly believe that that is one of the things that I can do and that you can do to help take the power into your own hands. So that's just my little rant for the day, talking about health and how it relates to your overall well-being, your wellness, and not only that, how it circles back to making sure that when you get laser treatments, those laser treatments are not just for a quick fix. It's for a lifetime of wellness, and it's also for a lifetime of looking the way you want to look. Okay, so having said all that, just want to let y'all know it's the day before the storm out here. McGregor Bayou looks like this. Tomorrow is probably going to be all the way up to the top. So I just want to make sure I got out here before it got too late and too bad. So go to my website, www.myfreshlaserspa.com. Like my Facebook video and share it. And give me a call, 1-844-869-3737. That is 1-844-8-MY-FRESH. So, hope to hear from you soon.